Okay, here we go with exposing yet even more of the Abu Dhabi bullshit. And this is something that you don't understand the importance of when you're watching it there and then. But as you unpick it, you start to see more and more and more. And I've got to give credit where it's due. This is as a result of a guy on Twitter. If you are on Twitter, make sure you get yourself across and follow F1 WDC 2021. They're posting daily about the Abu Dhabi controversy, and they are highlighting the things that are wrong. Now, if you scroll down, and again, this is key, and these things, when you start looking at them, you often take certain things for granted because you think you know, but it's only when you actually delve deeper that things become clearer. So he's put this poll out there, again, just to generate people's interest again, but it says, has any F1 fan ever seen the no unlapping message used other than at Abu Dhabi 2021? If a specific race can be given, that would be great. Thanks. So, we've got a poll and therefore people vote. And this is evidence why not everybody should be allowed to vote, because some people are retards and really shouldn't be influencing the direction of society. They certainly should not be allowed to do jury service, because if they do, it's not going to end well. Anyway, we've got 3.2% of people believe that it's used a lot. Thank you for your insight. The 7.4% that have said they've seen it, but it's rare. Okay, I don't know if that's accurate or not. It's definitely not used a lot. So 89.5% have said never seen the no unlap message. Now, that got me thinking. This is what you saw in Abu Dhabi. As they were playing this footage, the banner across the screen was this, and it said, lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake. The official FIA regulations, if you look at the bit that's highlighted in yellow there, underlined with the red, the official regulations state, if the clerk of the course considers track conditions are unsuitable for overtaking, the message overtaking will not be permitted will be sent to all competitors via the official messaging system. That is 48.12 of the sporting regulations. There is no variation on that. If the clerk of the course considers the track conditions are unsuitable for overtaking, the message overtaking will not be permitted will be sent to all competitors via the official messaging system. Okay, that is the message. Overtaking will not be permitted. That applies to all competitors. Now analyse this. Lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake. That's a different message. Overtaking will not be permitted. Lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake. Now, what does lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake mean? And this is where the legal interpretation comes into it. And this is why regulations are written the way they are written. Okay? Lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake. Does that mean that if you're not lapped, you are allowed to overtake? Is that what it means? So if you're lapped, you're not allowed to overtake, but if you're not lapped, you are allowed to overtake? Well, that's not in the regulations. What's that doing? That's saying, well, some of you can race, but some of you can't race. That's not in the regulations. That's not compliant with the FIA International Sporting Code. That is not a valid message. Fact. Okay? They made that shit up for Abu Dhabi, and they made it seem like it was normal. This was contrived. It was pre-planned, and this was part of keeping people guessing along the way. It was disorientating people as they were watching it, purposefully disorientating the viewer so that they could get away with fixing it. That is what they did to you.